Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Oracle Financial Reporting Compliance part. So from this video, I will cover what is FRC and how FRC help in the ERP cloud service, and what are the key features within the financial reporting compliance. So just giving the uh, overview and the common concept which is widely used in the FRC part. So just wait and just share my screen first. Yeah. So this is the like dev environment which is given by the Oracle. So it is like dev 22, and you see that here the username and password combination is there. So this credential, after you entering this credential, just giving the sign in. Yeah. So when you log in with your particular credential, then you see this kind of interface. So in Oracle Fusion, if you click the navigator icon, we can see the different tabs like expenses, procurement, my team, my client groups, and the risk management. So these are all modules of ERP, and the system is based on the Oracle RBAC system. RBAC means like role-based access control, which means that right user has the right access. So that means like if a user has been given a role, then he or she can work with this icon related to that role. So just moving with risk management. Yes. So in the risk, when you click on the risk management work area, then you can see the advanced control, REST dashboard, my access request. These are all part of the risk management work area. So today I'm going to cover like FRC. So before we jumping with the FRC, just giving the like long like introduction, like a brief introduction about the what is FRC. So basically, FRC in the Oracle, as you can know that in Oracle Fusion, it is a basically documenting module where the organization document all their business process. So just giving a short difference with overview, like Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial Reporting Compliance that forms a documentary record of your company strategy for guarding against the risk and complying with regulatory requirement. You can define business processes, identify risk to those processes, and create control to the control those risks. So I know like this is a very new term, and many of them confusing what is like process, risk, and controls. So later on, we will cover all those things. So just giving the short overview that the like glossary word which is widely used in the FRC. So basically, as for now, from the term financial reporting compliance. So basically, it is used in the documenting tool, which is widely used from different company organization, which is used in the ERP side. And then this ERP cloud service dedicated to solving compliance challenges such as shocks by automating best practices and lesson learned from a decade in the risk and compliance solution. So as a there is in the risk management, you can see there is a different tab like assessment, survey, process, risk and controls, issue, and then financial compliance report perspective. So these are basically used in the FRC part. So basically in the here you have to document whatever the tab is, you can see the document risk and controls, like is update your risk and control matrix, control test plan, and the hierarchical where you have to document the business risk in a unified way. So come to the topic, like there may be a other business process. Like you will know that in the ERP we have P2P, R2R, O2C, S2R. They are the uh, main four business processes that widely used in the organization. And there may be other business process that may be customized to their particular business process. So in this, there are the risks which are associated with their business processes, and some risk may be detective or preventive, for which organization defined controls. So now you can say that what is controls. So when you identify the risk, then you have to add the steps for any organization to follow the mitigate their risk. So it particularly helps in the different compliance. Now, what is compliance? So each country have different rules and regulations that organization need to be followed, so that there is no illegal business going on there or funny business going on there. For that company, have to do assessment of their control, risk, and processes if required, so that the controls are replaced and are being used or implemented regularly or periodic basis. Hence, they are compliant on all other rules and regulations and set forth for the different countries. So if you taking an example like compliance like SOX, ISO, so these are the basic just some example which I heard about. So there are many use cases which is used in the FRC. Like once there were a big five company like PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, EY, and Arthur and Anderson. So if you're taking an example, like what are the risk process and how the controls mitigate those risks. So there were biggest scandal in Arthur Anderson company, and there was a financial reporting scam due to which all the money, reputation, many people unemployed, investor lost their money. So to protect the common investor jobs of the people who works there, two guys that called Sarbanes and Oxley who work on the bill called SOX. That is previously what I discussed, like Sarbanes and Oxley Act 2002. After that, a lot of acts which were released under the SOX Act, under which they mention that the organization should maintain risk within their organization. They should have their processes, risk, and controls should be implemented and access. When you're talking about assessments, design, review, and operational assessment regularly. By doing this, the interest of the common investor and workers are protected. So if you're taking an example in America, like SOX is mainly applicable. They are like widely used SOX. And when you come to the Middle East, then ICOFAR is widely used like internal controls over financial reporting. The name are different, but they say same thing. All the risk control and processes are documented and accessed regularly. So these are the like some common example which is widely used in Oracle financial reporting compliance. So in the FRC, we know like we also assess these processes, risk and control periodically, and then assessment may determine whether these objects are defined and implemented correctly when they are created. Later assessment may confirm that this definition and implementation remain appropriate, and then as element of assessment independently available. You may now when you then you have to like create a perspective, process, control, or risk. So basically, Later, on the later video, we will discuss one by one, like how can I use perspective, how can you use risk controls, how can you processes, and how you integrate one by one. So you may also create all those things, and then you have to relate with perspective. So some you have to take example perspective, and then in that perfect perspective you can relate risk. Then you have to go with the risk, and then you have to relate, and then attach the records, controls, and then you have to see the different types of like how control is effective to mitigate this risk, and then the assessment, like the different types of assessment, like control assessment, audit assessment. You can see that later on video. So that's all from this video. Hope you can understand easily what is FRC and how can you use FRC. And later on we will discuss in the instances. So before we jumping the instances, just I'm giving the short description about the different types of FRC, how the company and the different organization uses these tools for the documenting purpose. Thank you. Thank you.